Okay, hi Brian, welcome back.
Hi. Hi, thanks for having me.
Oh, nice to have you back. It seems like you were just here. We did look
I
it up,
was.
and you were here in June, so it's been a few months. Now, I assume that when you were here in June, it was bathroom reader number 35.
It was an offshoot we did, Strange USA, and this is bathroom reader number 36. This is the big one. This is the big dog.
So when did the last bathroom reader come out?
About September of 21 and now September of 22, and we're on a year-long cycle. We just put number 37 to bed, just sent that off to the printer. So this is a full year of a cycle. It's a big book and it's a lot of work, but it's a pleasure. Don't get me wrong.
I remember that you gave me something great that I stumped my wife with Uncle
Oh,
Sam and the US initials, right? Which
oh yes, that's right.
yeah, which I never knew and she didn't know. I kind of like these interviews because there's so many things on here that I can just name and you can talk about. But before we do that, I want to give credit to Uncle John. I don't remember his last name. He was on the show though.
It's probably Gordon Jaffna. Was he was
Oh
the
yeah, yeah, yeah.
he was the
Okay.
he was the main guy for many years. He took over from his brother John Jaffna, who started the company and kind of created it off of his own name, and then also the fact that a John is a bathroom. So not just a clever pun, Uncle John. So I'm the third representative of the Uncle John's persona collective idea, I guess.
Okay, yeah, it was Gordon who was on the show.
It was
That's
Gordon, yeah.
right. Okay, but his brother is Uncle John.
His brother was the original Uncle John, but we like to say we're all Uncle John. Everybody who works on this book is can claim to be Uncle John a little bit, and if you pass on a fact, you're Uncle John a little bit.
Oh, I see. So it's kind of like the Ronettes, where
Exactly.
everybody's a Ronette.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everybody's a Ronette or a Musketeer or a member of Menudo.
A
It's
Menudo, yeah, that's the other one. Okay. How would you describe this book if somebody came to you and said, I've never seen one, I don't know what it is? How would you describe it?
it's not just for reading in the bathroom. Like it's not bathroom humor. It's not about bathrooms, although there is a fair amount in there. It is a gigantic volume of trivia. There is something for everyone in here. It's engagingly and humorously written. It's 400 pages of stories and fun facts and origins. We cover everything: history, science, pop culture, fun facts, weird news that just happened, dumb crooks, word origins, busting misconceptions. uh there, if you flip it open at random, you will find something that interests you that you didn't know and that you can go home and stump your wife with.
You're not doing all this research alone, are you?
Oh, absolutely not. We're a team. There's about a half dozen of us that really see to it that these books get out every year. Two writers, but we've got an editor and graphic designers, copy editors, fact checkers, very important, and all the people in the production process. So we're all Uncle John. We're all a big team, but it's two writers that do most of our research and our own writing. But people send us stuff. Our moms send us newspaper clippings. Friends. Readers send us, newspaper clippings from their local newspapers or their own personal stories or story ideas that we've never thought of. So we've got a nice little community, I would say.
That was what I was going to ask you next, is how you find all of the information to put in the book.
It's a well-oiled machine at this point. I've always been kind of and my colleagues, we've always been trivia hounds. I'm very good at absorbing information. I watched a lot of TV growing up, and I still do. But you see a documentary and you get an idea for something, or you see a sitcom, or you read a book, or you bookmark an article that you read online, and you just kind of quietly amass these ideas that stick in your head or on your hard drive. We've got a big research library, and sometimes I'll just grab a book and look through it and get story ideas. So there's stories everywhere and there's ideas all over the place, and I just kind of let them come to me.
How many of these do you anticipate you're going to do? Are you just going to keep going on and on forever?
I mean, I love doing it. It's a privilege and a thrill to get to do these every year. I get to write about whatever I want. I get to share interesting stuff, and as long as human beings are the genius weirdos that we are, there will always be something to write about. And there's always stuff from the past, like untold history, or origin stories of everyday objects. And as more things get invented and more history happens, there's always going to be something to write about. So as long as the people keep reading these and enjoying them, I hope we get to keep doing them.
Yeah, I'm going to guess that you'll never run out of material.
I don't think we could. I don't think we
Yeah.
can. There's it's a huge world out there. It's just we sometimes some years we just write until the book is filled, and then like, oh well, I guess I didn't get to that article. I'll do it. I'll do it next year.
Well, let's dive in and do a couple of these while we have a little bit of time. The one that caught my eye right off the bat: why is the snooze button only 9 minutes?
That was see, and that's another answer to your question about story generation. Woke up one morning, hit the snooze button on my phone because everybody uses their phones now, and I'm like, oh, why is it 9 minutes? Why is it not 10 minutes? It seemed like it would be an even number. It's because back when they invented the first alarm clock with a snooze button, the General Electric Telechron snooze alarm in 1956, it was an old-fashioned clock made with gears and internal mechanisms, and the engineers couldn't get it to 10 minutes. They wanted it to be 10 minutes, but the teeth weren't syncing up. So they could get it to 9 minutes and a few seconds, or they could get it to 10 and a half minutes, but not evenly 10. So they made an executive decision, just decided to go, err on the side of caution and go a little bit less with the snooze, and made it 9 minutes and a couple of seconds. And then it's just been tradition for, the 60 some odd years since that a snooze equals 9 minutes universally.
So all of those old 1970s digital alarm clock radios that people had, all the snooze buttons were 9 minutes.
Always 9 minutes. Yeah. Go back and find your old one, or go to the Goodwill and find one. It's going to be 9 minutes. Isn't that weird?
That is very strange. Let's see, what else we got here? Is it bass on bass or bass on bass?
Um, I can't remember what article that is. There's so many. There's so many. Oh, base on base. Yeah, that's
Bass on bass,
those are.
okay.
Oh, those are my favorites. Those are called aptronyms. Humorist Franklin P. Adams came up with this term to describe uh, when a person's profession fits their name perfectly. Like Heather Carb is the name of a baker in Philadelphia. There was a Formula One race car driver named Scott Speed. There's a Catholic priest in Portland, Oregon, whose name was Neil Moore, which is just
Oh,
chef's
yeah.
kiss. That's just perfect. So that questions the idea of are you destined to take on a certain job because of your name? Like if your name was Douglas Radioman, or you know Tim J Podcast, would you be doing this? Probably.
Okay. Let's see. International Talk Like a Pirate Day is September 19. But did
September
they really
19th.
talk like that?
No, they didn't. So if you want to celebrate Talk Like a Pirate Day, which was, invented by a couple of friends about 25, 30 years ago, you can talk however you like. You don't have to say "R" and "avast me hearties" and all that stuff, because in the golden age of piracy, pirates were from all over the place. It was a viable, if highly illegal, dangerous profession. So, they talked in their own languages and their own dialects. And the idea that pirates talked that certain way only dates back about 70 years. It was an actor named Robert Newton, and he was from England. And when he was in Treasure Island, Long John Silver, Blackbeard the Pirate, those great Disney Technicolor cartoonish pirate movies, he spoke in his West Country English dialect. And then with the screenwriters and the directors, they devised these very fake but very real sounding pirate expressions like scurvy dog and avast me hearty, and not conjugating properly, like saying be instead of is and are, like I be fixing to find me some grog, me hearty. Like none of that is accurate. It's just all Hollywood movie magic, but it was just so charming that it took off.
Okay, we've got about 2 minutes, so let's talk about Uranus.
Uh, I beg your pardon. Yes. Well, Uranus is vast. Did you know that? Did you know that Uranus is really big?
On special occasions, it is, yeah.
Thanksgiving and whatnot. It's so big that 63 Earths could fit inside of it. Uranus is very, very far away. And we're talking about the planet Uranus here, people. Get your minds out of the gutter. About it's Uranus is about 1.6 billion miles away from Earth. They unsuccessfully tried to get us to start calling it Uranus, but nobody wants to do that because it's fun to say Uranus. And actually, it's one of the few planets. Actually, it's the only planet in our solar system that spins on its side. And do you know why that is?
Spins on its side.
It goes from north to south, but it spins like you're rolling a basketball.
Right. Okay. No, I don't
Yeah.
know why.
Well, me neither, and neither does NASA. Nobody knows. They don't
But
know.
but it spins like that. This is an actual planet, not one of those gas balls.
No, this is a real planet. This is a real planet. It's not like Pluto, which is just nothing out there. It's a real planet. I don't think we could ever land on it because it's far too cold. It's made of plasma and magnetic fields, so it's not going anywhere. But I don't think it's hospitable rather to us.
Or
So
habitable.
so
Yeah.
so sorry, habitable. Yes, Uranus is inhabitable.
Well, thank God for small favors, right?
Yes.
I wouldn't want anyone living on Uranus.
Oh, thank you so much. This is Bathroom Reader. This is what we do. We sneak in a little bit of juvenile puerile humor, but it's not. It's about fun facts. That's what we do.
Okay, well, my guest is Brian Boone, and the Uncle John's Bathroom Reader number 36 is out now. Yeah.
It's out now. It's out everywhere. Get it at your local bookstore, chain bookstore, Amazon, portablepress.com is where we live on the internet, and we've got a blog there with more stuff that you won't find in the books. That's very Uncle John's. If you don't have a book on you, you can go to our blog and read it on your phone if you need something in an emergency. So,
Okay, great. Well, thanks for coming back. It's always fun to have you on the show. And
great to be here.
I'm glad you're doing it and keep doing it.
Will do. Thank you so much.